Welcome to the Magellan-class Scanning and Navigation Training module. My name is Ava. I'm the UN Space Fleet's AI voice assistant. In this module, we will review the correct procedure for identifying targets of interest, and then navigating the ship to the desired location. To begin, proceed to the ship's bridge. I have placed some waypoints on your HUD to help you find your way. Welcome to the bridge. This is the ship's nerve center, where you have command and control over any ship system. Right now we're interested in the sensors, so make your way over to that console and take a seat. This station is responsible for scanning space around the ship and highlighting any targets of interest for the command staff. Before we perform any scans, however, let's take a look at the different sensor modes available to us. The Galactic Position mode makes use of the standard UN Galactic Positioning System and simply shows us our location relative to the Milky Way galaxy. The Stellar Region mode employs the long-range sensors to detect information about star systems within a 50 light-year radius of the ship. The Star System mode uses the short-range sensors to provide a more detailed overview of the star system we are currently in, with a maximum range of about 1 light-year. Go ahead and press that button now. The range controls allow you to fine-tune the display range of the sensors, which makes it easier to focus on particular objects of interest, or to gain a high-level overview of the current star system. The central panel lists all of the valid objects in range, which you can click on to select as a target. Go ahead and click a few different targets now. You'll notice that the Target Information panel displays more detailed information about your selected target. Once you are happy with your selection, press the Send to Helm button to make the target coordinates available to the Helm console for navigation. Now head over to the Helm console and take a seat. From here, we will navigate the ship to your chosen target. Let's begin by taking a quick look at the various screens available to the helm. The left-hand display is dedicated to navigation and shows both the ship's current galactic position along with its target destination coordinates. The central display deals with the flight controls themselves, including the FTL system, sublight engines, and reaction control thrusters. The right-hand screen features the autopilot controls, toggles for the 3D target indicators, and the ship's navigation lights. Okay, let's retrieve the target information from the sensors by pressing the Use Sensor. Your target coordinates should now be displayed in this box, which represents your current nav target. The galactic coordinates represent the target's position in the galaxy to the nearest whole light year. The coordinates are relative to the center of our galaxy, the supermassive black hole known as Sagittarius A star. The local coordinates represent the target's position within a star system. The coordinates are relative to the system's center of gravity, which is usually a star, or the barycenter in multi-star systems. While it is possible to fly the ship manually to any location in the galaxy, let's engage the autopilot for now, so that I can take care of that for you. Go ahead and press the highlighted button on the right-hand screen. The ship will now automatically turn to face the current nav target, but you will need to manually engage the FTL system in order for us to get underway. You can now engage the FTL system when you are ready. While the autopilot is engaged, I will manage the ship's speed and final approach to the target coordinates, so just sit back and enjoy the ride. The FTL system works by compressing space ahead of the ship and then expanding it behind, creating a bubble of warped space with the ship at its center. The compressed space amplifies the ship's current velocity by a factor of the FTL field strength, so the ship's sublight engines are still used to provide the required thrust. The maximum speed of the ship is therefore a combination of the FTL field strength and the thrust output of the sublight engines. For the Magellan class, this is approximately 300 light-years per hour. It looks like we have arrived at the target coordinates. Now that we've seen what the ship can do over a relatively short distance, let's pick a target that's much further away. Head on over to the sensors console again and take a seat. This time we're going to use the long-range sensors. Go ahead and press the Stellar Region button. As before, you can use the display range buttons to increase or reduce the number of displayed objects, depending on your needs. If you click between a few of the objects in range, you'll notice that none of them have any detailed information yet. This is because a sensor scan is required. Let's take a closer look at our nearest neighbor. Click on Alpha Centauri. You'll notice that the Target Information panel now gives us a high-level overview of the targeted system, including important data points, such as the extent of the habitable zone. This information can be used to determine if a star system is worth closer inspection. For example, if a planet exists in the habitable zone, you'll need to use the short-range sensors from within the system itself to determine if that planet can truly support life. Select one of the planets in the system that you'd like to take a closer look at, and then press Center Helm as we did before. Now return to the Helm console and take a seat once again. Press the Use Sensor Target button again on the navigation panel to set our new nav target. Now engage the autopilot again to orient the ship to the new target coordinates. And now, engage the FTL system so we can get underway. Our previous journey was merely interplanetary, but we're now leaving the Sol system behind and entering interstellar space. The Milky Way galaxy is a vast and mysterious place, where even light takes over 4 years to reach our nearest stellar neighbor. Thanks to recent breakthroughs in FTL technology, however, we can now make that same journey in around 1 minute. Even so, at our maximum speed of 300 light-years per hour, it will still take over 2 full weeks to fly from one side of the galaxy to the other. That's a distance in excess of 100,000 light-years. Our galaxy contains hundreds of billions of star systems that are waiting to be explored, in addition to countless other stellar phenomena that we don't even have names for yet. This ship and her crew are tasked with exploring distant new worlds, seeking out new life in all of its diversity, and making peaceful first contact with any intelligent species that are encountered along the way. The galaxy can also be a dangerous and unforgiving place, so as we tread cautiously into the unknown, we should remain mindful of any potential dangers lurking in the dark. We're not far from our destination now, so sit back and enjoy the view while I handle the final approach. Okay, here we are. You are now looking at an entirely new world, bathed in the light of another star. At this distance, our home is now just another point of light in the darkness of space. Does life exist here? What new things can we discover on this world? These are the questions that this ship was designed to answer. This concludes the scanning and navigation training module. You are free to continue exploring if you wish, but please be aware that your progress will not be saved. Thank you, and goodbye.